Welcome back, and we have gone through our second and potentially last significant rain event. In terms of millimeters, we've gone through this last rain event didn't last as long, only lasted 4 to 5 days, but yeah, we had like 100 mils, nearly 200 mils, 80 mils, that sort of thing. So now that the worst of the rain has gone, I want to go around and do my pH tests, and depending on what's required, put out either lime or dolomite. So what I've got here is my pH tester. I've cleaned everything, put new gel in this little port here, recalibrated it. That's all in the instructions, fairly easy. So now it's a matter of walking around, see what's going on. These are, incidentally, this is by Hannah. Pretty accurate. I did the tests at the same day that I took all my soil tests, and pretty well comparable. So we just slide this probe into the ground and wait till the readings have stopped moving. 5.9, 5.95, 5.94, which is not bad. I mean, we've had a hell of a lot of rain, well over 2 meters in the last 2 months. So 5.9, I'm going to say I won't be putting out, I'm still going to go around and check other places. Won't be putting out lime, because that A, is only giving calcium, and B, lime can change the pH more significantly. So I will be putting out dolomite, which dolomite will lift the pH, but by smaller amounts, smaller increments. And the bonus is it also adds magnesium. Poo. It's how they help the rainforest develop and keep going, because they will go around, pick up all the seeds. I believe whatever they eat, digest, is not in their system for very long. I think they've got quite a acidic stomach, so they digest the fruit relatively quickly and then drop the seeds. But them dropping the seeds helps to spread the various trees around the rainforest and helps with diversity. So back doing another canistel row, 5.24. So yeah, canistel's somewhat less. Let's do a couple more. Might do under oh, here we are, one of the grafted trees, not yet in production. This chap here, or lady, yeah, producing fruit, got to be female. So see what it's like under her. And this won't have had any lime, dolomite, anything at all. 5.42, 5.43. So curious. Canistel was lower, even though for several years that's been having lime, dolomite, whatever, and yet the soil in its natural state, that hasn't had anything applied to it in terms of lime or dolomite, is slightly higher. 5.45. Oh, one more test. Under this tree, which has had applications given to it, 6.11. So just press and hold the button to turn off. Up at the shed I have distilled water, so get all these soil particles off with that, and then there is a proper official solution that you use to do the final clean. But I'll use distilled first to get the worst off, and I'm going to go, I'll show you what I get. I don't use ordinary lime or Dolomite, as in just the powdered bag forms, because when you spread that, if you've ever watched anybody spreading that, you'll see all the really fine stuff just floats away. Where it lands, nobody knows. Certainly not in your paddock. It's only the larger granules that hit the ground, and these smaller particles will be the faster working ones. So, this is my exercise. So we use a product that's what they call an April, like a little ball, and inside there the particles are really small. I think there is a measurement on the description, and that's faster acting. So put that down, the rain dissolves the coating, the prill, and then the product's absorbed way quicker. Gives a faster result, although per kilogram it's more expensive in terms of the putting it on the paddock. You don't put anywhere near as much as in volume, so it works out pretty efficient. Okay, so we are back, and just let me flip this round and I'll show you what the product is that we use. Right, this one is Osmag, referred to as Osmag because Dolomite contains magnesium. Ultra fine granules. Where are we? Here. Calcium 20%, magnesium 11%. This is the sizes. So 99.5% is only 75 microns. 95% is 45 microns, and that size 3 to 5 millimeter is the size of the actual prill. And it talks here 100-200 kilograms per hectare, or 10 to 25 grams per square meter. So in terms of the amount of product that you're putting out, if we were putting out regular lime or Dolomite, it'd be like 1 ton an acre or something like that, maybe more. And while you're spreading it, a good percentage, certainly the ultra fine stuff like this, will just end up floating away into the atmosphere, and where it lands nobody knows. Whereas this, we'd only put, yes, it's more expensive to buy the product, but you're putting far less out, far less, and because of the fineness of the product, it's available a lot quicker and will help pick up the pH a lot quicker. I would normally have done this back in mid-February before the wet season come, but because they'd predicted that ridiculous amount of rain, which was, we ended up I think 1.7 meters, God knows what that is in feet and inches, but yeah, a lot of rain. And if we'd have had this just lying on the surface, there'd have been quite a big potential of it just being washed away. So we held off. We've just, like I say, finished that second rain event. So going to put this out now. And then mid-year, I think they say like 6 months apart, we'd do another test just to see how we're doing. The reason we'd put it out, say like twice a year, calcium isn't mobile in the plant. So if a leaf absorbs calcium while it's growing, then unlike other nutrients, if there's calcium lacking somewhere else, that leaf won't give it up. That'll keep hold of it. So yeah, it isn't as mobile as other nutrients that will leave. Like if you see an old leaf that's, I don't know, deficient in, let's say, magnesium, is because it's moved from that leaf to a new younger leaf to help that one develop. So yeah, we'll put this out usually twice a year. Let's get going. I do hate that reversing beep 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 beep. 99.5% of the time there's only me here. Alright, let's head down. Oh, excuse me, I forgot my hat. And even when it's overcast, still very, very easily get sunburnt. Excuse me. And I'm back. So I put this out by hand, rather than spreading it just everywhere on the paddock. We spread it out by hand, put it around the root base. Over the years it will migrate slightly. You can tell the pH is changing generally in the paddock. The ground was quite heavily populated with, I don't know the technical name for it, but that's better. But what's referred to as sensitive weed. And sensitive weed will grow in acidic soil. So with putting the Dolomite out, oh wow, that's a hawk just come, or kite or something just come into the paddock. So with putting the Dolomite out over the years, it's increased the pH, and we've barely got any of that sensitive weed now, which is quite a spiny, horrible weed to like deal with. But that's an easy way of getting rid of it, is to raise the pH. So what I'll do, I decant this into a 20-litre container that I've cut the side out and got straps, and put it over my shoulder, walk around, and then just cast it out. Works well, gives me my exercise rather than just sitting on a tractor. and it's, like I say, it's more specific to around the root system. That is going to be my job for, well, most if not all of the day, depending on rain showers. Yeah, I might get rained off occasionally. This is what it looks like. So this is what they refer to as a prill. It's like little balls, and as you can see, there's no dust really coming off it, so everything in there goes onto the ground. It doesn't float away. It's quite efficient putting it around the root system. I mean, I've done 300 meters and kind of almost used a bag. No, I haven't, sorry, used half a bag because I've just filled this back up. So it works out not bad at all. Oh, now we've got some blue sky. It's gone warm and sticky. All right, let's crack on, get it done.